Welcome back, everybody, to King Naked Bike Time. We're working on the Tuono today. We're going to be making it loud, making it proud, giving this bike the exhaust treatment it deserves. It so desperately needs a pipe, even though it does sound pretty good right now. We both know what it sounds like when it's unleashed and actually sounding glorious.
Yeah, everybody, every Tuono owner, every RSV4 owner, you have to have a pipe. It's like the law or something.
You need to put a pipe on your bike. I think it's illegal to run it without a pipe. Yeah, but in case you guys forgot, this Tuono is a giveaway motorcycle. I've been seeing some comments down below saying that what's going on with the Tuono, what's going on, this and that. The Tuono is still here, we are still promoting it, and we're gonna be giving it away. Hit the link down below to yammynoob.co. You can become a member on our Discord server. That is the best way to get your entries to win this motorcycle. You join the community, you can max out your entries, read all the official rules, do everything like that, and get entered to win this bike, because honestly, this thing's amazing. Anybody that likes street bikes would be so happy to own this thing. This is a finisher bike, a forever bike. It's awesome, right?
It's the best. It's just the best.
Yeah, and we have to unleash the sound today. And today's video is also proudly supported by Manscaped. I'll tell you a little bit more about them in the middle of today's video, but let's get started. Alrighty, Spite, show the people what we're working with today.
We got a whole nice pipe in a box here.
Like Christmas morning.
Yeah, no kidding. So we've got this here pipe, if you wouldn't mind.
That baffle is definitely coming out, no doubt about it.
Because it needs to be, you need to have it like just full song.
This little bad boy, pop it right out of there.
Yep.
That way it's just pipe.
Mm-hmm. And then it'll be a bit loud.
Yeah, because we're looking at this pipe here, and basically we're gonna be removing from this pipe right here into the muffler and this resonator and the whole piping over here. There's a nice little clamp here that we can just pop out and then pop it over, and then we've got the servo to deal with as well. But yeah, that's that link pipe, and then this.
It's literally just a pipe.
Yep, and it's gonna sound good. Awesome. Thanks again to Leo for sending this over. We appreciate it. We've worked with them in the past, and we're excited to put this pipe on the bike. Hopefully the servo motor isn't too bad, but today's install should be pretty simple. But before we begin, let's get a sound clip of what this thing sounds like stock, and then we're gonna do the work and then see what it sounds like afterwards.
So just because I know it's gonna make everybody so happy out there, I have chosen to use the appropriate tool to remove this exhaust on here. So let's get into taking the big can off while Yam is working on sourcing where the servo motor is, because it's in a weird spot on this motorcycle.
All right, guys, so we've located our servo motor. It's actually right here next to this fairing panel over here. The Aprilia Tuono is kind of a half naked, half fully faired thing. And there's this whole assembly here, and we actually now have to remove the servo motor that's on top here, but actually on the bottom, there appears to be more stuff that's related to the servo or not related to the servo. But what I'm gonna do is disassemble this and see exactly what is going to the servo and what is not going to the servo, so that we don't unplug anything. We don't need to unplug. All we're trying to do here is remove what the servo used to do, plug that back up if possible, and then otherwise leave everything as is, because you don't want to throw a bunch of crazy codes on the bike and make the bike run bad just because you put an exhaust on it.
Now, while it might seem a little bit weird to go unga bunga on a nice shiny new exhaust, a lot of these exhausts have these baffles with these bolts that are welded in place. Now, they're designed to be removed more or less because you can just break these welds. But to break the welds, you gotta break them. And I don't wanna take a Dremel to this, as much fun as that would be for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a flathead screwdriver and a mallet, and I'm just gonna whack it in place and try to chisel it out of there. Because you don't wanna, sometimes you can get enough torque on there with the Allen to break those welds. Other times you'll just shear the bolt head off. Sometimes you'll just strip it out. And I'm just gonna break these welds first.
All right, guys, we just finished putting the new pipe on the bike. Let's hear how it sounds, shall we? Gonna flip it over here. Bike is in neutral. Cold start on it, so we'll see how she does. Guys, after a long install in the shop, I often turn to Manscaped to keep me nice and fresh. You guys know that they've got the ball reviver, ball deodorant, ball toners, all kinds of great stuff for your balls. But now, with their ultra premium collection, you can actually get yourself nice and clean all throughout. The new 2-in-1 shampoo, the conditioner, the body wash, all kinds of great stuff in the ultra premium collection. Hit the link down below and get yourself 20% off added automatically from us over here at Yami Noob.
Well, Spite, I think it's the best exhaust sound we've had as a giveaway bike, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it's probably the best sound in motorcycling, period. Literally GP for the streets.
I think people, number one, won't understand how loud it is on the internet,
Nope.
and number two, I just need to reiterate that they won't understand how loud it is on the internet. This is about as loud as I'd ever want any motorcycle, truth be told. But it sounds good on camera, so that's why we do it. What do you think, R1 or Tuono?
In terms of quality of sound or loudness?
I think the quality of the sound.
Ooh, that is hard. It's really hard.
It's hard, because the R1 revved out so high, you know?
I think for the normal street rider, the V4 is cooler, but for somebody who's racing around track, the R1.
It's unbeatable. That howl, the howl when it gets to the top end. But anyways, let's get you guys a sound clip of it on the GoPro, shall we? Let's hear it. Just the nastiest idle. My God.
So angry.
Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, street bike, yeah, fine. Whatever. Casual. I commute with this, man. It's my daily.
Dude, they make a sport touring version of that motorcycle. Just
Yeah.
let that one simmer for a second.
Same frame and engine and everything. They're just like, yeah, go tour around with it.
Perfect exhaust for touring, I think.
Let's just listen to the glory, shall we? Ah, yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
It's probably going to be what, like 15 or 20 minutes of just pure simping for the Tuono exhaust sound here.
Yeah, probably. We can maybe discuss how it's like, oh, maybe you don't want it to be this loud on the street, especially if you are a bit of a street squid, you know? Now, given that this is like a YouTube motorcycle, a giveaway bike, we have to make videos about it. I want it to be loud so y'all can hear it over the camera and the microphone. However, if this were my personal bike, I would not run it like this. Would you, Spice?
Nope. I would see about putting the baffle back in, because this is one of those motorcycles where when you pull the exhaust can, you take the cat with it. So it's not like cat back or anything like that. It's everything. It's headers back.
Yeah. There's no deadening whatsoever of the sound in here. It's just header into pipe.
It's probably, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how loud it is, because it's not like we have a decibel meter, but I would imagine that for some tracks even, it might be a smidge loud.
Oh yeah, there's probably tracks you can't run this system, honestly. I think Laguna Seca has pretty strict noise ordinance limitations and stuff like that.
But then we're here in Texas and no one cares.
Nobody cares, baby. For me, the thing about the Tuono is it's such a complete package. It has this amazing sound, but the way this thing feels mid-corner and just everything about it is it's perfect. It's a perfect naked bike. It's perfect.
I mean, it literally, it handles, I think maybe the MT10 might feel a little bit better just because it is pure R1, but and it's a little bit lighter, but that is so close.
Yeah, it's basically splitting hairs. And truthfully, I think the Aprilia is about 10 times as pretty as the MT10, so I'll take the Aprilia any day of the week. I can't stand the way the MT10 looks, unfortunately, as good of a bike as it is. One thing I want you guys to hear as well, I'll click it up into fourth here before we have to hang this left over here. Just get these downshifts. Oh, delicious. Delicious. Yep. Now, one thing we're going to do to this bike, sooner rather than later, is we're going to go over to our local Aprilia dealer, AF1, and we're probably going to get a race ECU for this motorcycle. Aprilia does a really cool thing where you can actually just go to a dealer and buy a race ECU, I think for like $600 or $700, and it's like a turnkey solution, plug and play, and you get the one-to-one mapping, you know, perfect fueling, perfect air to fuel for your new pipe and stuff, which is a really cool feature for a brand that does say it's ready to race versus going like, you know, like what we did with the Fireblade, which was like some hack into the Matrix bootleg stuff to make it run with that pipe.
Yeah, I mean, you really should, if you're going to sell a motorcycle that ostensibly is the pinnacle of performance and you have a race ECU, or, you know, it's gonna go racing, just sell the race ECU, guys. You'll make an ass load of money on it.
Yeah.
Because you've already got it developed. There's no way you don't.
Exactly. Because, yeah, I'd love to clean up some of the on-off throttle stuff that this bike does. It's in the race mode right now, which is a little bit better. But I would like to clean up some of the on-off throttle stuff on this bike and just give it that one-to-one throttle like that RSV4 that we rode had. That was so buttery, crispy, nice.
Yeah, I mean... That one-to-one throttle mapping, it sounds like kind of a, you know, who cares? And then you ride it, and then you're like, oh, I need this on every motorcycle.
Yeah. Absolutely. What do you say? You want to swing a leg over it and feel how it sounds when you're actually in the saddle?
Yeah, I do want to feel the sounds. Oh, man, that is good. Yeah, I mean, on-off, it actually doesn't feel that bad right now. A lot of times with these, like, super crazy technological motorcycles, you put an exhaust that's this free-flowing on, and the system has a heart attack, but it's feeling pretty good right now. Yeah. Oh, those downshifts are good.
It's funny because from the saddle, you almost feel like you could excuse how loud it is. You're like, no, I could get along with it. You know, it's not that bad.
And then you realize that I'm sitting here in an RF1200, which is one of the quietest helmets, with earplugs in, and it's still loud enough. It's still loud enough to rattle my fillings.
Yeah, you were saying you're on these little single-cylinder bikes, so get yourself some before action. Oh, that's insane. I have earplugs and headphones in, and I was like, wow, that was so loud.
Man, that's fun. That is fun. Yeah, you know what? Sitting on this motorcycle, riding it around like this, I could make the case for having this exhaust. Being behind it, God no, it's too loud. Sitting on it, I really like it. I really like it.
Yeah. It sounds really awesome when you're on it. But yeah, I'll tell you, being outside of it, you're like, ah, it's way too loud. So guys, to sum up our thoughts on the Tuono and the exhaust today, it's extremely good, and it sounds awesome, and every Tuono owner should put an exhaust on your bike. If I find out that you have a Tuono and a stock exhaust, I'm gonna come for you.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna take the Tuono away. You lose your Tuono license.
You've been a bad boy and no more Tuono. Alright guys, remember the Tuono is a giveaway motorcycle. Hit the link down below to yammynoob.co. Get yourself signed up to win that bad boy. I believe the sweepstakes ends sometime in April, if I remember correctly, so you got some time to win it. Make sure you get all your entries. And thanks again to Leo for supplying the pipe. Thanks for Manscaped for supporting the video today. We'll catch you in the next one. See you later. That's incredibly good.
Hey! Great seeing you here. Didn't think I'd see you back at the end of another Yammy Noob video. Yes, this video is actually over, but if you hit this link over here, you can keep watching Yammy Noob. Leave me a comment on this one and that one if you don't mind. Let me know if you liked it or hated it, and then maybe we can make the videos better. Keep improving, right?